the show, and you're going to see how we move the sets. It's kind of like a little behind the scene, and maybe our producer Chris will say hi. Chris, you're going to say hi and do that thing where you talk over the speakers? We'll see. He says we'll see. He's a little shy. Okay, so we're jumping into an item which is the Michael Anthony Jewelry Guardian Angel Hoop Earrings. By the way, these are solid silver with rhodium plating. Now, rhodium is a member of the platinum family, and if you bought earrings in platinum, solid platinum, I just want to turn to the side to see that beautiful angel that you see, that little guardian angel. If you bought platinum, they coat it with rhodium, a member of the platinum family, to give it that high polish finish. So what we're doing today is these earrings are available at $22.95. Now, I saw it said $22.95, but I thought I really need to double check that. You also get a lifetime warranty. These are hand carved. When you start out the process, it starts out with a steel form, and they're hand carved in steel. Then the solid silver is poured in, and they're actually made of two separate plates that are then put together like this and then soldered together. And I just put these on so you can see how really pretty they are. Now, also feel free to mix your metals. I mean, if you've got a gold chain, feel free to wear these earrings in solid sterling silver with rhodium plating over them. And it is your beautiful guardian angel right there. Now, Anthony Palercio, who brings us Michael Anthony Jewelry, he was telling the story when he was presenting these last, is that this was the very first pair of like big girl earrings he got for his granddaughter when she turned 10. But these are great earrings for anyone as a gift. And I think if you know someone who's going through something where maybe they need a little guardian angel, this is a perfect gift. And honestly, don't we all need like a little bit of protection? I think about my daughter who just turned 16 yesterday, who's taking her driver's test next week, and I think about her driving for the first time. I definitely need to get her something where her little guardian angel is always gonna be with her, always gonna be watching over her. So if you know someone in your life, maybe it's you or anyone you know, what a lovely gift. So graduations are coming up, June, May, June, whether you're graduating from middle school or graduate school, or college, high school, or Mother's Day is also another great, but this is just like a really beautiful, thoughtful gift. And it's interesting how easy these are to put on, because a lot of times with earrings, you've got those little butterfly clutch backs. So these just pop right on, and there's not a butterfly clutch back. They have what's called a joint and catch closure. So they're very, very easy to put on, and they're just really, they're very light. And you're getting close right now. You can see how it does not pull on my ear. So I think that's really important, because these aren't like a heavy earring, but they have a nice presence. So they're not like itsy bitsy little earrings. They're not like little tiny, but they have enough of a presence where they really say something. Now, they're also a customer pick on hsn.com. There's actually 44 reviews on hsn.com, and I'm not sure if we are able to read any of those, but $22.95 is a fantastic price. And the other thing is that we've got 2 flex pay, so $11.48, and then also, oh, look how pretty, thank you, Hannah, $7.65 with your HSN card. And there's that really little pretty, it almost, the little angel, it's almost like has like her little arms crossed, almost thinking, and then her wings wrap around here. And this is the joint and catch closure, by the way, where you see it goes, it's like a little V like that, and the catch goes between it like that. So really easy to put on, easy to take off. And the other thing that I really like about these earrings is that they're precious metals. So when you're giving a gift, it's really nice to give a gift of precious metals. And they're lightweight, they're comfortable, and it's really a guardian angel. I mean, maybe you have something in your life where you feel like, gosh, I'm nervous about this. Maybe you're nervous to go on a trip and fly. Maybe you're nervous to go on a job interview or go on a date, or anything that makes you feel like, gosh, I wish it was like I was a little girl and I had my mom and dad protecting me all the time, or my guardian angel. But these are those little angels that are always going to be there, always watching over you. So we're going to have a full presentation at 1 p.m., but you can get yours now. They are available at just an amazing price. HSN card holders are going to get an extra flex payment, $7 and change. Any major credit card, $11.40.